everyone that has subscribed to this channel. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Let's keep growing as a family. Today I've got a special guest for you from Everton fan. I always like to bring in opposition part to come say what they think about the game. And here we go again. We are here with Alex, the echo of Goodison Park. Just keep an eye on that name, bro. If you are very much around, please check him up on TikTok and some other social media. Please try to follow him. Like I used to say, it's not all about Chelsea alone. You can enjoy football content around the world. It doesn't really matter if it's Chelsea, if it's not Chelsea, absolutely you can enjoy yourself, somewhere else. So Alex, good to have you on the channel.
Thank you for
I'm
having me on, there. Much
yeah,
appreciated.
I'm so grateful and I'm so honored as well to have you on the channel.
Um, I'm on
So
it. I'm on it to be on, mate. To be honest.
yeah. So another game for us tomorrow against you guys. Everton. The guy used to be a tough game, from
Yeah.
Goodison Park to your new stadium now. I think this is the first time we're going to be playing you guys over there,
Yes.
which to me would look like a new atmosphere. We're not used to that, that ground and stuff like that. And of course, you guys have, but from a little bit, I know you guys have been really decent, in this stadium. I think you've won like 5 Premier League games, and
We
yeah,
haven't won as many as we should have because
right,
I don't know what it is when we play at home,
yeah,
but when we play at home, we don't. It's like we don't really know how to play. But we
right,
play away from home, we're
mm,
unbelievable. So we need
right,
that consistency that we play from away from home to being
mhm,
at home now. At these
right,
latter stages of the season, when we're pushing for Europe, the
yeah.
points we pick up now are vital in our season.
Yeah. So let's talk about the game. What are you thinking about this game tomorrow? What's coming to you?
My
Chelsea
my
is coming
coming to
down
my
to the
mind
stadium.
is we're at home, so that's the first thing.
Yeah.
Second thing is draw. I think it's going to be a draw. The reason why I'm saying this, right, you've lost
Yeah.
3 games on the bounce. Fair enough, 2 of them has been against PSG. That's granted. But
Absolutely.
the way you were playing in that game was you should have played a lot better, especially in the second leg. You had a few hiccups, had a few, fingers with the ball. And then you played Newcastle and got beat 1-0. Newcastle's a team where Chelsea should be winning at Stamford Bridge. So
Absolutely.
for me, I feel like you're going to be pushing back to try and get 3 points, but we're trying to push for Europe. So I feel like a draw's about right.
Right. Honestly, for me, in my own opinion, I think, Chelsea, like you said, won't be settling down for a draw tomorrow because after losing 3 games, I don't know what you're gonna be saying. But at the same time, I think it's not gonna be easy. So talk to me, mate. What's it really like in that new stadium? What's that? Because when you go to a new stadium, some of these clubs struggle a lot. But was it like for Everton? I was expecting you guys to have so much composure in this stadium, and like you said, you guys have not really been at the top of your game. But what's the
Hmm.
atmosphere like over there? Do you really think that the fans has more impact on guys not really performing really well at Goodison Park?
The atmosphere at Goodison was 100 times better than the atmosphere is in this stadium. It
Mm,
is. It sometimes can be a lifeless ball. It's quiet. There's no noise. There'll be a smidge of noise coming from the blue wall in the south stand, I believe, but then there's nothing else. It's just silence through the first to the 90th. Unless we're pushing for something, then the crowd will get involved. But apart from that, nothing.
right. I mean, I believe Moyes has really, really been doing great recently.
Oh,
You
he's
know,
been
you,
fantastic.
you, yeah, you guys you've signed really a couple of good players. I think Dewsbury Hall and Barry is kind of 6 goals this season, if I'm right.
Oh, Dewsbury Hall is some play. He is some player. Like
Yeah. So what sort
he
of
is something.
yeah, what sort of strength do you think you have to battle Chelsea tomorrow? Because obviously, in my own opinion, we might not be at the top of the game, but we're still favourite to win that game. Because
Yes.
when you look at the last 5 games against Everton, I think we've managed to win 3, lost two, and recently we had a 6-0 banters.
Oh, did talk
Yeah.
about that? Did talk
So,
about that? We
so what
don't
sort of
talk about that one.
so what are you expecting from your boys tomorrow to compete with Chelsea? And what do you think is that strength that you've got that is special tomorrow that can compete with with Chelsea?
From the players we've signed in the summer, it's changed our team fantastic. And I believe now
Yeah.
when we go in to play these, like, the top five teams, I'm not using Tottenham anymore because they're now on a scrap. But we've now got a lot of, momentum in midfield. Dewsbury Hall has helped that a lot. We've signed that Merlin Roll on loan. We've signed, we did have Jack Greenish, but unfortunately he's injured. But
Yeah.
he was signing those players has changed this team completely. It's been fantastic. They've changed our midfield, we create more chances, scoring more goals. But the main problem we've got is we have two strikers that don't score enough, especially Barry. I think we spent 40 million on him, and I think he's only scored about 2 or 3 goals. When a striker pushing for Europe, we need to be pushing the teens now because he isn't doing enough. Personally,
So what sort of strength do you think you guys can use tomorrow to compete with Chelsea? Because obviously every team has got their strength. No matter how weak you are, I believe you've got that sort of special something that you can use to sort of compete with your opponent.
probably I would say our wing player having Njai on the left is absolutely for not watching him play is absolutely fantastic. And now when Dwight McNeil's on that right, he nearly scored a beautiful goal against
Yeah.
Arsenal, and I
Mhm.
was gutted it didn't go in, like really gutted. We didn't deserve to lose that game for myself personally. But our wing player's gotten much better, and Jai, brilliant on the ball, can, get past defenders, put it in the box. McNeil, get past players, pass and play. He does fantastic. And depending on who your let fullbacks are that game, God help them when Njai comes at them, because I don't think they stand a chance personally.
Yeah. So like as well, I think Pickford as well has really really been impressive lately.
Oh, he's England's number one by far.
Yeah. So what do you make out of your lineup tomorrow? What sort of lineup are you expecting from Wales to set up against Chelsea tomorrow? Yeah.
So lineup will be guaranteed Pickford and goal. That's no question.
Yeah.
Right back will probably be Jake O'Brien. I think Jake O'Brien is absolutely fantastic. Right, he came in as a centre back. Moyes come in, put him at right back. He's been fantastic. He's had a few hiccups now and then, but he's been brilliant. Centre backs, Tarkovsky and Jared Branthwaite. Them two at the back, stopping goals, scoring corners sometimes, defending corners. Brilliant. Left back Mikalenko. I think it'll end up being the two CDMs. So I'm hoping it's Garner Gay and James Garner.
Yeah.
Central attack midfielder, Dewsbury Hall. Njai on the left, McNeil on the right. Up front, not really bothered who's up front because they'll end up getting subbed off because they're not going to do much. I'm sorry to them. But either way, that will be perfect for us tomorrow because what we've been doing well with, unlucky against Arsenal, did well against Newcastle, did well against Burnley.
Yeah.
We're
Mhm.
hoping now we can keep that going.
Right, absolutely amazing. I think in my own opinion, I do agree with you. This lineup look really, really solid. But having said all this, what will a win mean to Everton tomorrow against Chelsea?
Europe will be on the horizon.
Mm,
That's my thinking. Europe is on the horizon. Given the other results over the weekend, because I know Newcastle and Sunderland are close behind us, Brentford as well, they play like the later kick-off tomorrow night. So depending on results, however, Europe is more on the horizon. 3 points tonight.
right.
Tomorrow night,
So
sorry.
yeah. So and because it's a game of football, you guys can definitely lose to Chelsea, which I believe is gonna happen tomorrow. I think we're gonna step up our game tomorrow against Everton.
Aye.
And what do you think this if you lost to Chelsea at home? What do you think? What do you think? What's the energy gonna be like? And what's the repercussion? I mean,
Yeah. Losing to Chelsea tomorrow, like, it won't be a surprising one because you're in your Champions League, pushing for Champions League. You've got the players
Yeah.
that's got much better skill. Cole Palmer in the middle, for example, unbelievable player. You've got is it Gusto who plays
Gusto
right
Malu.
back, centre back?
Yeah.
He is a very good player. You've got Caicedo in the middle. Those are some of the players we need to watch out for. And I feel
Yeah.
like if we slip up, they're gonna rush. You'll rush us. So we'll just have to see what happens tomorrow. But I'm hoping now, given that Garner's been called up for England, he'll want to put on a good show.
Yeah.
It'd be hopefully it won't be a battering, but like I say, I'm seeing a draw. So, but you're seeing a win, which is fair enough.
Right. So let's quickly, have you got any questions for me before we move into
what
like, yeah.
what is your preferred lineup for tomorrow?
Right, to be honest with you, because we've been really battling with injuries, I feel like Reece James injury was a massive, massive blow for us. And of course, apart from losing to PSG, we lost Chaloba, bro. We lost Chaloba in that useless game. The game that we were we were we were battered. I mean, we were sliced like onion at Stamford Bridge. We lost Chaloba. That's the most, in my own opinion, that's the most dramatic thing in the game. So right now, I feel like the lineup is kind of shaky. In
Aye.
goal, you've got Sanchez. People were like, "Why do you like to put Sanchez on the lineup?" The thing is, like, the both goalkeeper are the same. The both goalkeeper are the same. There's definitely no difference between these guys, and the reason is that the goalkeeping coach has just got one mentality. You know, get a hold of the ball from the back. They don't think straight. They don't. It took them ages to think of what they're gonna do with the ball, and those things can get you in trouble easily. You need those goalkeeper that can. I've seen Pickford having an assist this season, if I'm not mistaken.
Say that again, sorry, mate.
I said I've seen Pickford having an assist this season, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
he's had. It was either I think it was in the beginning of the season, like
Yeah. So
close through. So
Chelsea goalkeeper struggle to do that, and that's why I don't really care anyone in the goal line. I still prefer Sanchez because of his, quite few experience. So
it's that
what? Yeah,
Jorgens, is that Jorgensen for that
Jorgensen.
second one? You
Yeah,
The good thing is, right, you've got a good secondary keeper if something happens to Sanchez.
yeah,
Sanchez
but
is a good keeper, but you've got Jorgensen who's also decent, so it's
yeah.
a
So
plus for that.
I'll go with Sanchez on goal. From
Mm-hmm.
the right back, of course, Marc Cucurella. Uh, the central defenders, due to Chaloba being injured, I'll go with Fofana and Sarr. I believe Sarr deserves to. It might be shambles against PSG, but I do really understand that when you're playing against one of the best winger in the world, Carasvela,
Aye.
it might be as terrible as that. So I still will go with Sarr. And from the right back, of course, Malo Gusto, Rhys James is out. From the midfield, I still believe that Casado, central defender, pairing with pivoting with Enzo Fernandez. And of course, in the number 10, I want to have Cole Palmer. I'm sick of having Palmer on the right flank, on the right flank, which is it's not even reasonable. The way he plays these days is not, you know. So I want to have him in that proper number 10 because it's
Mm-hmm.
going to qualifiers. I want to see him playing in his role. I don't see him competing with the like of Saka and Madueke from that flank. Honestly,
No,
I
no, no, no.
I
He's
want
Cole
to see
Palmer
him
is a number 10 player.
number
He
10
needs
player.
to play in that medal.
Yeah, number 10 is player especially for England. So I want to see him number 10 tomorrow just to make sure Tuchel have an idea of what he's gonna do in the qualifiers. And of course, I want to see Neto. People don't like this guy, but I feel like
Oh,
you know
Neto can have a
he's
game.
trying.
Neto can have a game.
Yeah, he's just doing his best. I don't think he can go more than that. There's some players that no matter how you expect more from them, they can only give you a decent performance. So sometimes they can give you like sort of high performance before Neto. Ha, bro, I stitch with him. He's a decent guy. From the
Mm-hmm.
right flank, from the left flank, of course, Garnacho. Garnacho needs to come in. Premier League proven player has been really, doing one or two things, and up there, Joao Pedro. So I think that's the strongest we've got at the moment, because of course uh you don't wanna joke around with that Everton game. We desperately
No.
need a win tomorrow, bro. I'm
You
telling you,
can The
we need.
Chelsea team you've got and what
Yeah,
you're fighting for, you cannot lose four on the bounce. Doesn't matter what competition
yeah,
you're in.
yeah,
The PSG one, you could say like, oh, we're against the current Champions League winners, but
yeah.
you cannot do four losses in a row, no matter what competition it is.
Yeah. So let me come back to you. What do you really make out of Chelsea this season? You know.
I feel like you're doing very well. You are doing extremely well, but now you obviously you got rid of Maresca,
Yeah,
which at first I didn't really understand, and then you got Liam Rosinha in, and I'm going to ask you about him in a minute when I've done this. I feel like when he's come in, he's done very well, but he's a young manager. I think it could start to drop a bit, but I feel like this game he needs to prove that he's got what he's got to be a Chelsea manager and a big six, a big five Premier League manager,
yeah,
because he needs to be fighting for titles, Champions Leagues. He needs to be fighting for everything. So I feel like Chelsea needs to be at the top more than like just fighting for Europe, if that makes sense.
yeah. So let me ask you one quick logic question. Yeah.
Aye, no bother.
Would you take Liam Rosinha to coach Everton at any point?
Oh, any point, right? In a couple year, when he gets a bit more experience, yes.
But
Right now, no,
why? Why?
because I'm happy with David Moyes at the minute.
I know, but Moyes might decide to leave tomorrow. He might get a better job. And you had the offer to bring
That's
in Liam Rosinha.
no, we'll have Enzo Maresca. No, but no, on it. Rosinha, he's doing well from what he's doing. He's been given the players, he's got the staff, he's got the training facilities. He's doing brilliant. From coming from the French league at Strasbourg
Yeah,
to now being in the Premier League, fighting for titles, Champions League, Premier Leagues, Champions, anything.
yeah,
He's done very well. I would take him in a few years.
yeah, yeah. So let's quickly build like the both team lineup for tomorrow.
Can I?
XI,
Oh, sorry.
combine XI for Chelsea and Everton. You know,
Hmm.
uh, so from goal line, from that lineup that I've just mentioned and what you've just mentioned as well,
Yeah, no problem.
I might be a little bit not be able to remember all these players, but
No, it's right.
I'll try as much as I can. So what I would do is like I mentioned from my side the goalkeeper. You mentioned the goalkeeper from your side. They will try to to come to a conclusion of who you think is the right for the combined XI.
That's no
So
problem.
yeah. So from the goal line, I've got Sanchez, and from your side you've got
Pickford.
who's gonna be on the lineup tomorrow?
So Pickford, England's number one. He's starting and goal no matter what. He's
Really?
always on, no matter what game.
Yeah,
He's making brilliant saves. He's just
yeah,
recently won Save of the Month. I think he did it at the beginning of the season as well, if I'm not
yeah,
mistaken.
yeah.
Has Sanchez done that this season?
Well,
One Save of the Month.
I think Sanchez has more clean sheet than Pickford, to be honest. I think. Or is it Pickford
uh,
second?
Pickford second, yeah, behind.
Behind Raya? Are you sure?
Um, um, Hang on. Do I have another device? I actually don't know. Can we
Yeah.
fact check this?
Let me quickly have a look. Just one
Aye, no
minute.
bother. Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
go on my phone
So
because it's what I'm using for this, and it'll cut it off. But
I
no,
know Sanchez is sitting third, if I'm not mistaken. Wow. Uh, Premier League this season. This season. Yeah. Let me have a look. Right. Yeah. So it says first on the list is David Raya with 15 clean sheet, and the second on the list is Donnarumma with 11 clean sheets, and the third on the list is Robert Sanchez 10. 10 for Robert Sanchez. Yes. And Pickford is sitting number 5. Wow.
Oh, that was a
Unbelievable,
lot.
bro. They've got 10 clean sheet. They both got 10 clean sheet, bro.
Well, there you go. Then. But
Yeah.
I'm sticking.
Yeah.
I'm still sticking with Pickford because he gets that international game time. He gets to prove himself a lot more. Fair enough, Sanchez doesn't. But the save Pickford made against Newcastle was unbelievable. But
Yeah. I think that
that
save is
was
gonna be the save of the season. I
yes,
think it's gonna be the
yes.
save of the season. Yeah.
But
Because
but that Tonali couldn't have hit that any better.
absolutely.
That
Yeah. So let's
in
move to the right back.
yeah,
Gusto, and who's playing right back for you?
Jake O'Brien,
Jacob Bryan. So what are you gonna go for?
Gusto.
Gusto. Yeah, fair enough.
I'll be unbiased. I'm gonna stick with Gusto because am I right in saying Gusto's natural position is a right back?
Yeah, he's a right
Yeah,
back. Natural position is a right back. Sometimes we might
yeah,
be using him as an invert or probably as a right wing, but he's a proper right back. Yeah,
yeah. So O'Brien's a centre back, and sometimes he can't catch up with wingers. That's going to be a main problem tomorrow.
yeah.
But I am going to go Gusto on that one. I'll say fair enough. Gusto,
Right.
yes.
So from the central defender, from my side, I've got Fofana. Yeah, and who is competing with him in that position?
Who's going to compete with Fofana? Jared Branthwaite.
Braithwaite. Yeah. So
I'm gonna pick Branthwaite.
what? What?
Oh no, I was saying I'm picking Branthwaite to compare, not picking Branthwaite over Fofana. No. I'm just saying.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Just to
Okay.
compare. No.
Yeah. Yeah. So what are you picking from the two guys? Yeah.
it's it's a tough one because Branthwaite is a very very good defender, but he hasn't done much this season due to injuries.
Yeah.
So I am going to pick Fofana.
Right, fair enough. So
I am going to
I've
pick
got
Fofana due to him having Champions League and all that. And he's done very well this
yeah,
season, so I am going to go for Fofana for that one.
right. So I've got Sar, and who is competing with Sar from Everton?
James Tarkowski.
Charles Koski. Yeah. So who
Yeah,
are you picking? Who are you picking?
I'm going to pick James Tarkowski.
James Tarkowski. Yeah,
And my reason for this is I haven't seen much of Saar, and I like to keep track of all the games, and his name I've not really seen, so I haven't
yeah.
seen much of him. But Tarkowski's
He's,
been at every single game this season, apart from the Arsenal one for some reason.
yeah. He's a young guy. Still very very young. I think 19.
Yes,
Right. But if one he's won AFCON and he's proving himself in
that
France, right?
yes,
So that's why he's getting a chance to play because you want to see that sort of guy that won AFCON playing against the like of the big boys in AFCON and stuff like that. But yes, you've gone with Tarkowski. I may
uh
probably agree with you because this guy is a captain, he's a legend.
yes, he's got the
And I can
experience.
remember this season he scored that magnificent goal against Liverpool. I think
Oh,
this
I've,
season or last season. This season, yeah.
it was last season, but
Is
I
he?
missed it. I left the stadium
Oh
and
my.
missed it.
Yeah.
When we
So
were in the car on the way home, we were
yeah.
stuck at traffic lights and horns were beeping, and
Oh.
the two people in the car next to us were screaming 2-2, and my phone
Oh
went off
my
and said it was
goodness.
2-2. I was gutted, but
Wow.
it's a funny story at the end of the
Yeah. I think
day.
it became famous from that goal. Like people
Oh,
getting there's one legend at Everton that can turn up, that can do sort of because that goal says a lot. I think the confidence and the way he scored the goal, bro. I mean,
centre back with
incredible.
that
Yeah.
volley was
In the season
brilliant.
where Liverpool is trying to win the league. So from the right back, who are you going for?
The right back,
Left
I thought
back,
we did.
sorry, left back, yeah.
I thought we did right back first because did Gusto
Yeah,
and O'Brien. I thought we were doing left back.
left back, yeah. So from my side,
Oh,
we got Kurela,
yeah, and I'm going Vitaly Mikalenko.
Mikolenko. So who are you picking from these two guys?
Kukurea.
Kukurea,
I'm
yeah.
gonna pick
Fair
Kukurea.
enough. Fair enough.
Kukurea can have some very very good games.
Yeah,
Mikalenko can put a shift in. Do not get me wrong,
yeah.
but he isn't all there. I love Mikalenko a bit, but as a better
Yeah.
player with better skills, better quality, I'm going Kukurea, even though I cannot stand him.
Right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. So let's go to the midfield. For my own central defender, I've got Casado.
You're going Caicedo. I'm going to just a Garnier.
Kind of gay. So what are you going for?
It's a tough one. It's a very tough one because Garnier, given his age, he's 36.
Yeah.
He captained Senegal to AFCON. He puts
Yeah.
a shift in every single game at
Yeah.
Everton. He's running his legs knackered, even though he's like 5'3".
Yeah.
He's doing he's he's an absolute fantastic player given his age. But
Yeah.
Caicedo's got he's got a foot and a half to sticking in the back of the net. He's got
Yeah.
his passing, he's got everything. Garner has that, but there's some weak points in him. So only for those reasons, I'm going to go Caicedo, but it's a close one.
I
It's
do
a
agree
very
with you.
close one.
I absolutely agree with you. Ghana Gueye was one of my favorite ever player. And the reason why I've said it, people really forget things easily. This guy has played in PSG. I mean, he's played
Yes.
all around the world. Is those guys that one of those guys that when you have them on the pitch,
Hmm.
they can run around for you. They can run an errand. They can do all sort of things. But
Oh
like you
yes.
said, he's won two Afcon. He's what a great guy. I love his style of play. To be honest, I won't lie to you. But obviously, you went for Casado, which I do agree with your decision. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know what sort of I don't know if you kind of you pivot midfield, but I'm going the next player I'm going with now is Enzo Fernandez from the midfield as well. So who are you
um,
comparing
I'm
with?
going James Garner.
James Garner, yeah, you okay.
He's going, and I'm going to stick with James Garner.
Wow, ahead of Enzo
I'm
Fernandez,
I'm
one
going to stick.
hundred and
I'm going
thirty
to
million.
130 million is it, whoever you signed him from is laughing. I'm sorry, they're laughing at you.
Wow,
Do not get me wrong. Enzo Fernandez is a brilliant player. He had a good World Cup when you signed him. That's why 130 million came into play.
yeah,
But this season, he's been playing well. But I feel like Garner's just done that bit better. He's getting Garner's. He's getting goals. He's getting assists. He's getting man of the matches. He's being best rated. He's doing phenomenal, and he's deserved his England call up. He's worked hard for his England call up. So I am going to stick with Garner. I'm
Garner.
gonna be biased on this one and stick with
I
James
think
Garner.
I think so, mate. I think so, but yeah, it's your opinion. I do really respect it a lot.
Yes,
From the from the central number 10 role, Cole Palmer from my own side, and who is competing.
my side would be Keane and Dewsbury Hall,
Yeah, the former Chelsea player, of course.
the former Chelsea player himself.
Yeah,
Um, there is only like one real answer for this. We both know what it is, but
yeah,
Keane and Dewsbury Hall has been a fantastic player for us this season. He has
absolutely,
been
absolutely.
brilliant. I remember when we signed him, and a lot of your fans were saying, "Oh, good riddance. He hasn't done much, like this, that, and the other." But he's been arguably our best player this season.
Yeah,
He has been fantastic. But Cole Palmer is just Cole Palmer. He is brilliant. Like you cannot argue with him. Unfortunately, he
absolutely,
is
absolutely,
he's brilliant. You
absolutely.
cannot
Yeah,
argue with him. Unfortunately,
yeah. Honestly, I really agree with you. In my own opinion, if we are to put it on table, what Dewsbury has done for Everton compared to what Palmer have done for Chelsea this season, uh, it's gonna be a long argument, and
yes,
maybe at the
very
end of
very
it,
much.
we will probably will be concluding and saying Dewsbury. But fair enough, Palmer is Palmer, like you said, can
Yeah,
be
Palmer's
dangerous
Palmer.
anytime, can give you, that beautiful moment at any
Hmm.
time. Yeah, agree with you. Yeah. So let's move to, the wingers. So from the right wing, I've got Pedro Neto,
I'm going with Dwight McNeil.
McNeil. Yeah. So who are you
I'm
going?
going Dwight McNeil. Dwight McNeil, he was when we were in the scraps, he was our best player. He was brilliant. He was getting the goals, getting assists, putting the ball in the box when needed. He was absolutely fantastic. but he dropped down when he had that injury
Injury, yeah.
and he hadn't been playing well. But since that deal collapsed against Palace, which was absolutely shocking from Palace, and they've missed out. Since he's come back, he had a game against Newcastle, a brilliant game against Burnley, and a
Yeah,
game against Arsenal, considering we lost. He has been fantastic.
yeah.
So that's my argument.
So what are you going for?
It's a very tough one because Petro Neto is a very good player, but because our winger doesn't push ball boys, I'm going to go with Dwight McNeil.
McNeil.
I'm going to go Dwight McNeil.
Yeah. Well. Well, it's your own opinion. Like you said, I
Yes,
feel
yes,
like Magnin is a wonderful player. Can be dangerous sometimes. I think he's one of those
yes.
players that can put a lot of pressure on the opponent. But I think Neto, in my own opinion, is ahead of him. This guy is,
He is.
when he's
To
in
be
the
fair,
game, he can be killing. He
I
can
am
be
going to change
killing
my
it.
mind actually, and I'm going to stick with. I'm going to go with Neto.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely,
I'm
absolutely.
gonna stick with it. Now I'm having to think about it. I'm gonna stick
Yeah,
with Neto, but I know what's coming next, and you're not. I
yeah.
don't think you're gonna like my answer. I don't think you're gonna like the answer.
The left wing, Garnacho, the lucky, I
Iliman
mean, the golden boy
Iliman
from
and Jai,
United.
Iliman and Jai, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
stick with Iliman and Jai
yeah. So wonderful player, honestly, wonderful player.
because
Iliman is one of my, favorite player ever. I
yes,
think, I think the way he plays football is unbelievable. At the point, I feel like he should be playing in one of the four. I mean, top play. I mean,
yes. You know,
because
I couldn't agree
he's
more. I couldn't agree more.
yeah, he's extraordinarily talented. The way he plays football looks so easy, so easy to me. He's got the IQ. And I won't be surprised if you have that sort of big move in this summer, because
That's what I'm thinking as well. That I think
yeah,
he'll be the key man. Him, Dewsbury Hall, and McNeil just playing across that middle line
yeah,
will be the main thing that I think you need to worry about tomorrow. If that's what gets put out, that is.
yeah. So
But no,
and from the striking role,
we don't need to go
I
through
think
this one because
Chelsea.
I already know. I already know my answer.
I think Chelsea stole this away from the right first minute. So
Yeah.
Pedro, and who are you gonna match up with him?
Oh, I'm spoiled for choice. Like it's either Beto who does nothing or Barry who does nothing. I'm gonna go with the more expensive one and go Barry. But I'm not gonna argue his case. I'm gonna chick pal Pedro. No.
Yeah, absolutely agree. But I think Barry was good when he was in Valencia. Or is it
Oh,
Villarreal? Where did you
he
buy
was
him from?
brilliant. It was Villarreal.
Villarreal, yeah.
He was scoring goals. He was doing unbelievable. I don't know what's going on with Barry at the minute, but
Yeah,
he scored his first goal against Forest, got another one against Villa. Yes, Villa, and then scored with his arse against
yeah.
Newcastle. But he hasn't been doing much since. And now we've got the controversially of him inviting his mates, who are Arsenal fans, into the away end at Everton.
Wow.
And then, yeah, and then because they've celebrated in front of us and we've reacted, which we shouldn't have. It's it's, we go to there
Yeah,
to watch football,
absolutely.
not to attack. So
Yeah.
that's bad. But he's put his mates in there who are Arsenal fans and he's claiming that they didn't realise they were stinging in
Wow.
the wrong club, which I'm saying is bollocks. So there's
Nah,
there's
nah,
a
nah.
very, very, very controversial thing going on around there.
Wow. I
But
hope I get through that one, because there's always discipline for every action. Especially as a footballer, you've got to keep everything professional.
yeah, of course you do. But
Yeah.
he posted the fight on his Instagram and then started saying his thing. As a footballer, you don't post that at all. You
Nah.
can't
Yeah,
post that stuff on social media and then say your reasons. Just say your reasons. Don't put the video on because
absolutely,
there's
absolutely.
kids from his
All around it.
family and from
Uh,
all around the world who look up to him, and he's
yeah.
putting scraps. He's putting scraps on, so there's no need for that.
Oh,
But
absolutely. I hope it gets through
aye,
that. So let's quickly wrap this up, because of course I've got to jump on another match preview with my guys, with the panels at 7 o'clock. Just about 4 minutes to go. What's your
no
score
problem, mate.
prediction for tomorrow? I know you're optimistic. You're like looking up to a draw, but what's your score
Yes,
prediction for the game tomorrow?
I'm gonna stick with the draw. I think, and I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be a very, very controversial 2-2.
2-2.
There's gonna be something that should have happened but doesn't.
Right.
VAR is gonna get involved.
Yeah.
VAR is getting involved, and it's gonna go
Right.
the way of you because VAR doesn't like us. But
Really?
but yeah, VAR doesn't like us. I wear.
Yeah.
Have you seen the badge? It doesn't matter. Look at the badge. But yeah, 2-2. Happy days.
Right. And what do you think is gonna score the goals for Everton tomorrow?
Own goals. No, I'm joking. Do you know what? McNeil, Dewsbury Hall.
Nah, don't let this Breo score tomorrow because if
McNeil,
he
Dewsbury
score
Hall.
tomorrow, it's gonna be because I would like to see him celebrating it, in the front of Chelsea fan because I
Oh
think
no.
we gave him that massive privilege to come into that football club from Championship and having win the Conference League and the Club World Cup with Chelsea is a privilege.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'll save him from scoring a goal tomorrow. Maybe someone else should get the goal, but not Dewsbury Hall because I don't want a situation where the Chelsea fan will start,
All right.
having
I'll change it and go James Garner. McNeil and
James
James
Crack.
Garner. There we go.
Absolutely.
I'll change it that. But as well, I forgot the Everton Group 1878 have organised a coach welcome. So there'll be flares, banners. I wouldn't be surprised if there's fireworks. So I
Tomorrow.
think that tomorrow, the
Wow.
first coach welcome, the routes posted on their socials, on
Yeah.
Instagram and that. And it's like going across the Nelson Dock into the stadium where
Yeah.
fans can welcome, because this is a game where we want to win, going into
Absolutely.
national duty. So
Wow.
I think that might get the players up more,
Yeah,
but at
100%.
the same time, it'll get your players up to ruin it. So,
Yeah.
but tomorrow,
Yeah.
tomorrow's going to be an
Yeah.
interesting game.
Mm. Right. Thank you very much, Alex. I do
No
really
problem,
enjoy
yeah.
this one. This one was special. You really enjoying the conversation. Thank you so much for coming up on Bluesfantv, guys. Like I said earlier, please check Alex up. He's called the Pride of Goodism Park. Is it
Echoes of
Echo
Goodison.
Echo of Goodism Park? Please, guys, check this channel up. Please follow up. Just to you can enjoy all sort of Everton content and maybe more on there. So thank you very much, guys, for everyone that is that's locked in, that has been watching us from the start till now. I really appreciate. I really appreciate all the comments. I'm sorry I can't bring everything up, but yes, I really do appreciate everyone. If you are just coming through this video, please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to keep your support going. Let's keep growing as a family. Up the chills. And
Up the toffees.
we will be there tomorrow to show you guys that we are world champions.
We will be there for the pride of the royal blue jersey. Thank you
All
very
right,
much for
thank you
having
very
me
much,
on, mate.
guys. See you on to the next one. Peace.
See you later, mate. Bye bye.